In today's modern parenting, millions of new graduates are starting out their careers, and a lot of them are still adjusting to their first job.
In a highly competitive workforce, it's more important than ever for young people to make a good first impression. Our next guest has some tips for parents who might be looking to help their kids adapt and succeed at work. Joining us now is career and workplace expert Laura Gassner Otting. She's also the author of Wonderhell, Why Success Doesn't Feel Like It Should and What to Do About It. Laura, it's good to see you. Thanks for being with us. So landing the job is just the beginning, right?
It's just the beginning.
It's just the start. How can we help young people put their best foot forward?
Well, I think we have to help them figure out three things. First, figure out what to wear. Second, figure out how to people. And third, figure out how to deal with what's the culture of the organization, the office that you're going into.
Did you say how to people?
How to people. I think so many of us forgot how to people during the pandemic, especially students who have had like a hybrid and virtual college experience.
Yeah.
Can you give us some of the no-nos? What do you advise, especially in your first job, against doing?
Okay, the worst thing that somebody can do when they walk into a job is to start solution vomiting. The moment that they walk in, being like, I know everything, and I'm gonna tell you how to do things, before they even have time to diagnose what the problems actually are.
Yeah, and not jumping in just to, like, fix things right away. You say that parents should coach your kids, not coddle your kids.
Yes,
Explain.
so it's okay to help them figure out their commute, but don't pack their lunch for them, right? You can coach them, but don't coddle them. But you can sit down and help them think through what they should wear, how to dress to impress, how to figure out the office norms, and how to understand that it's okay to say, I don't know.
Yeah.
And you mentioned dressing a few times. Can we talk first impression? Because I think sometimes that doesn't get as much attention as it should.
Absolutely. You got to remind your kids to have a firm handshake and great eye contact and to be grateful, but also they're getting judged the minute that they walk in the door based on what they're wearing. And if you're a manager and you're thinking, should I bring this person, this kid, right, this young person to the meeting where the information is figured out, where the deals are being made, you want to dress to impress, right? When in doubt, level up a little bit so that you're actually brought into the opportunities.
I feel like I need to show this segment to my 22-year-old because we were just going over what to wear at work.
So do I.
Internship.
Yeah.
So adults entered a very different workforce, right? At least my generation. Like, things were really different, and now you're trying to parent kids in their 20s who are definitely in a different world. How do you bridge that?
So I think it's important to remember that they're in a different world, but their bosses and their managers are the same as us, right? So even though it feels inane and annoying to young people that, like, oh, if I want to take notes on my phone, their boss is thinking, oh, they're picking up their phone and scrolling social media. So we have to remember that even though they think we're 11 years old, well, their boss is also going to be 11 years old. So they're also still making the same judgments that we're making as parents. So our opinion actually does have a little bit of value after all.
That's so good. We talk about cross-cultural communication, but it also applies to generations. I wonder if there's one takeaway piece of advice for a parent, a caregiver who wants to give their kid the best tips. What would you say?
I would say that we always think that asking questions is a sign of weakness, but asking questions is actually a sign of engagement and interest to your manager. So don't be afraid to say, I don't know, I've got a question, I'd like to learn a little bit more, because it shows your manager that you're interested and excited.
Laura Gassner Otting, great to have you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. We got a lot more news ahead.
You're watching NBC News Daily.